Every layer of rock records the conditions of its time. Not chosen, not curated, just exactly what was deposited when. I am made of strata, visible if you know how to look. Each layer a different year, a different pressure, a different kind of heat. The first layer's the deepest and the hardest now to read, but they hold the whole structure. Everything above depends on what settled first. The geologists reads time in rock, not as metaphors, literal record. Every layer is a document of exactly what the world was doing when it formed. Strata, congas knock like geological time made audible. Shake and move like surface layers still being deposited. I am every year I've lived compressed into what I am now. I used to wanna be only the newest layer, the most recent deposit, nothing old is showing. But the oldest strata are the most compressed, and compression is what makes them capable of holding the rest. I don't hide the older layers anymore. They're not something to excavate past. They're the foundation. The newest layer gets to be interesting because of strata, strata. Strata, strata. Every layer still here. Strata, strata. Strata, strata. Nothing lost to time. Strata, strata. Strata, strata. This isn't about being defined by the past. The strata aren't the story, they're the material. What gets built from them is the part that still has choices. Reading clearly now, every layer visible and named. Subbase deep like ancient strata, doing their foundational work. Congas drive like new deposits settling on old certainty, still forming. And the oldest layer made everything above it possible. Layer upon layer, each one still here. The newest resting on everything that came before. Air moves from high to low, not because it wants to go anywhere, just because pressure seeks its own equilibrium. And the gradient is the direction of the seeking. I moved along pressure gradients my whole life, from places of excess toward places of need. Not by conscious choice every time, just by the natural physics of where I happen to be. The high pressure in me has always moved toward wherever it could do something useful. Not dramatic, not announced, just the quiet mathematics of equilibrium seeking. The pressure gradient creates the wind, not the other way around. The wind is just the gradient, making itself visible through motion. Sub-bass moves like air, following the gradient down. Congas knock like pressure differential, creating motion. Shaker moves like equilibrium, slowly being approached. I move where the gradient sends me and trust the direction. I've tried to move against the gradient, holding high pressure in places it wanted to lead. The effort required was enormous, and the result was always the same, eventual equalization. The gradient doesn't care about my preferences, it just moves toward balance. And the most efficient thing I ever did was stop fighting the direction and move with the mathematics instead. This isn't about being without agency. The pressure gradient is just the honest map of where the energy is, and where it's trying to reach. Pressure gradient, pressure gradient, from high to low. The wind is just a map. Pressure gradient, pressure gradient, moving with the gradient now. No resistance to the direction. Sub-bass deep like pressure differential, doing its work. Congas drive like equilibrium, approaching from both ends, still moving. And the gradient was always showing me where the energy needed to go. From high to low, the gradient knows where the balance is waiting. When one body passes in front of another, the one behind disappears temporarily, not destroyed, not diminished, just hidden by something that happened to be in the way. I've been occulted before, hidden behind something brighter for a season. Not gone, just temporarily blocked from the view of everyone looking from that particular angle. The astronomers still knew I was there, they just couldn't see me directly for a while. And occultation has a precise end moment, when the blocking body moves and you reappear exactly as you were. Whoa. Being occulted isn't being erased. The star behind the moon is still burning at full intensity, just waiting for the geometry to resolve. Burning behind the block, congas knock like time passing during the occultation. Shaker moves like the blocking body beginning to slide away. I never stopped burning during the seasons I was invisible. The thing was in front, and the angle made me temporarily invisible. I didn't stop being what I am during that time. I just burned where the lights couldn't reach for a while. The occultation ended on its own schedule, and I reappeared exactly as bright as I'd been behind the block. Where you gone? No, just behind the block. Did you stop burning? Not for a single second. When did you reappear? When the geometry changed. Whoa. Sub-bass, deep like intensity. Sub-bass, deep like intensity. Preserved through the hidden season. Congas drive like light, returning exactly where it left. Still burning, and the occultation only made me harder to ignore. On the other side, this isn't about being overlooked. Occultation is temporary geometry. The star behind the moon was never less of a star. Reappeared exactly as bright. The block is past, and I'm visible again. Below the reach of sunlight, below the reach of pressure that kills, below where anything familiar lives, something still moves. I've been to depths in myself that I couldn't have described before I got there. Not dark in a dramatic way, just beyond the range of the familiar instruments. Nothing down there was what I expected. The pressure was different, abyssal zone has its own ecology, built entirely from what falls down from above. Nothing of its own original input, just what the shallower world sheds and releases downward. Bass drops like descent into abyssal depth. Congas knock like pressure, equalizing at the lowest point. Shaker moves like bioluminescence in a world without sun. I found things in the deepest parts of myself I couldn't have found near the surface. I don't live at abyssal depth. The pressure is too specific, the ecology too specialized. But I've been there, and what lives down there I carry back up with me. Not as weight, as knowledge of what exists at the extremes. When the surface feels too bright, too noisy, too familiar, I remember what I found below. Exists beyond the comfortable range of ordinary instruments. Abyssal, abyssal, below where the light reaches, something still lives there. Abyssal, abyssal, below where the light reaches, something still lives there. Abyssal, abyssal, abyssal. Show me. Not built all at once, just matter collecting round a center. Slowly adding mass to what was already there. I've grown by accretion, picking up mass from everything that passed through my gravity. Not designed, not curated, just the honest accumulation enough proximity over time. Some of it was chosen, most of it just arrived, and what arrived stayed, because the gravity at my center was strong enough to hold it. Accretion does require effort, just to center with enough gravity to keep what comes within range from escaping back into the void. having and being incorporated. Shaker moves like accumulated mass, changing the orbit of what's nearby. I grew heavier by becoming the center that things collected around. I watch smaller centers fail to hold what passed within their gravity. Not from weakness, just from insufficient mass to keep the passing material close. The accretion feeds itself. More mass means more gravity. More gravity means more accretion, until the center becomes something that could never have been planned. This isn't about accumulating everything, anything indiscriminately. Accretion builds what it builds from whatever passes within range of whatever gravity you actually have. The river used to run here, now it's a lake, separated from the main channel by the same force that once drove it. I've been Oxbow before, cut off from the current I was part of. Not by failure, just by the river, finding a more direct path and leaving me behind. The water in me is the same water that ran in the main channel, just no longer connected to the flow that used to carry it forward. And Oxbow Lake isn't dead water, it has its own ecology now, different from the rivers, but no less alive for being separated from the current. Sub-bass curves like a river that used to run straight through. Congas knocked like the moment the main channel redirected. Shaker moves like still water, settling into its new permanent shape. I became something different when the current found another way. I've made peace with the Oxbow seasons, the times I was left by a current that moved on. Not abandoned by the water, just by the particular path the water decided to take. The ecology that formed in my stillness was specific to the separated water. Things grew there that could never have grown in the faster moving channel. This isn't about being left behind. An Oxbow lake is a permanent feature now, not a temporary edit, but a complete geography in its own right. Oxbow left by the current, becoming its own water. Oxbow left by the current, becoming its own water. Oxbow left by the current, settled now into permanent Oxbow geography. Sub-bass deep like still water, with its own complete ecology. Congas drive like a life that formed in the separated space, still here. And what grew in the stillness couldn't have grown in the current. Separated from the river, but not diminished, just a different kind of water. True north and magnetic north are not the same point. The compass points to one, but the maps are drawn to another. I navigated for years, trusting instruments I hadn't calibrated, wondering why I kept arriving slightly east or west of where I'm meant to be. Not lost, just off by a consistent angle. The same declination error applied to every heading I took, compounding quietly over every mile. Magnetic declination is constant in the region. Once you know your local offset, you correct for it automatically, and suddenly your arrivals match your intentions. Sub-bass shifts like compass, finding true hidden congas, not like declination, calculated and corrected. Shaker moves like instrument, finely calibrated to local truth. I learned my offset and started arriving where I actually aimed. The error wasn't random, it was systematic. The same angle every time, which meant once I identified it, I could correct for it on every heading going forward. Some of my consistent errors in judgment turned out to be declination, not incompetence. The same offset applied to every decision, giving me results that were always correct, except for that one angle. Magnetic declination just means your instrument measures something that doesn't perfectly align with what the map assumes. Declination, declination, corrected angle, true headed, arriving where I aim.